What's good, my people? So how we're doing today? We're gonna make a little quick video because I'm running out of storage on this phone. So another pawn shop find. Picked this up at my local pawn shop for 180 bucks. It was definitely a steal I couldn't pass on. And honestly, I just found probably one of the best guns you can pick up for 180 bucks as self-defense, home defense, and a good carry option. Obviously, it's Ruger, so you know it's a good brand. Oof, look at this. Look at this bad boy. So this is the Ruger Security 380, and look at this. It looks brand spanking new for 180 bucks. What it came with, you got the 15 round mag, the speed loader, make a flush. So if you want to change the bottom plate to make it flush, and a lock that nobody uses. So let's talk about it. What the hell was that? So you got the Ruger Security 380 with a nice finish, no scratches at all. Looks brand spanking new. Love the stippling on the frame. Comes already with a 12+1 setup. So you need 12 rounds of that 380. You got it. Nice stippling. Fits really, really good in the hand. Manual safety. So the safety junkies out there. Ooh, nice stippling on, nice slide cuts on the slide. Nice finish, good sights. Could be True Glow sights, it could be wrong. I don't know what type of sights are on here, but it looks like True Glow sights. Honestly, man, there's not a scratch on this gun. Nothing. Similarly, like little things right here, but for 180 bucks, you could throw a light on it, comes with a rail. So the Ruger Security 380 is obviously chambered in 380. It is a 9mm that's been nicked down a little. Less grainage, less powder, so low recoil. For the people that don't like the kick of a 9mm, this is definitely a solid option. Like I said, comes with a 12+1 and a 15+1 setup, so you can't skip out on capacity. 12+1 and 15+1 of 380 is no joke. It would definitely eliminate your target if you have to defend yourself. All in all, the slide on this gun, man, this is one of the biggest reasons why I picked it up. It's so buttery. This is a perfect, and I'm talking about perfect gun for your lady, for your sister, especially grandparents. If you want your grandma and grandpapa to have a firearm and be able to rack the flyback with no issue, this is one of those guns. Trigger on this gun is honestly not that bad. I've seen worse. This is actually not that bad of a trigger. Man, wow, what a pickup, bro. 180 bucks, 15+1 and a 12+1. The stippling on this gun is amazing. I'm gonna be honest, it feels really, really good in the hand. Just for people to know how big it is, it's a size comparison. This is your Glock 43X. So it's a PSA micro dagger, but it's a Glock 43X clone. Look at that. Look at that. A little bit thicker than the 43X. Could be wrong. Actually, it looks a little thicker. 43X is definitely longer, but if you put that 15+1 setup, it would be up there. And I think it's a little longer by probably a little inch, the barrel length. So basically, the same size as a Glock 43X. Nice little, I would not go say pocket pistol. You can definitely throw this in your pocket though, but it's definitely not a pocket pistol. Chambered in 380, so it's not that crazy kick as you get as a 3-inch 9mm pistol, because this gun got some kick. But this one is perfect. Like I said, for your wife, grandparents, sister, anybody you want to give it to that doesn't want high recoil, and you still got that capacity. 15 rounds of 380 is no joke. Even 12 rounds of 380 is no joke. But dang, man. What y'all think about this? This is my first ever 380 pistol. So, I'm very excited to shoot it. Honestly, for the price, I couldn't say no. I was looking at other 380s like the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 or the Ruger LCP. I couldn't say no to this Ruger Security 380 for 180 bucks. It was a steal, and especially how good looking it is, and there's no cuts, it's not damaged. It looked like the person that had this barely even shot it. Best part about it has a railing, so if you want to throw a light, you can definitely use this as home defense. I know they not sell, but I know there's some that come optic ready, so you could find one that's optic ready. But honestly, sights like this is honestly not that bad. It feels really, really good in the hand. 15+1 setup feels really nice. Even the 12+1 setup feels really nice. So if you have extra large hands, it's going to fit your hand well. Manual safety for the people that like the safeties on their guns for negligent discharge or accidental discharge. They don't have those. You know, a lot of my guns don't come with a safety. This is probably one of my first ever pistols with a safety on it. So it's pretty cool. Made in the USA. Nah, for real though, this gun is gorgeous. Like, this is 180 bucks bought me this, I wouldn't believe it. Like, if you told me you picked this up for 180 bucks, I wouldn't believe you. 300, yes, I'll believe that. But bro, 180 bucks. So I paid 180 bucks for it, but obviously with the taxes and everything, it came out to roughly around 200 flat. I think it was like 197, 200 bucks, but the gun itself was 180 bucks. So around $190 all total spent, close to 200. This is what gets you 2 magazines, 15 and 12 of 380, a reliable pistol, because Ruger ain't no slouch when it comes to reliability. They're up there with Smith & Wesson and Glocks. So a reliable pistol you can use for self-defense, home defense, use it as your daily carry for 180 bucks, bro. This is why I tell people stop sleeping on these pawn shops, man. Go around your local pawn shop, look for some firearms. You never know when you find a gem, man. I'm telling you, you never know when you come across a gem, and this is a gem. I'm not saying gems when it comes gem to like how rare it is. It's just a gem to find something this clean for 180 bucks. Because look at the price right now. Go look at $180 worth of guns, and I promise you, all the guns you see are clapped out, rusted, messed up. For 180 bucks that got me this, yeah, this is a gem right here. This is a little steal. Something I couldn't say no. First ever 380 pistol, so I'm excited. I'll probably give this to my fiance for she can carry it. Something that doesn't have a lot of recoil. She carries a 43X, so I know it'll be dramatically different on the recoil. If you guys have a 380, please let me know how you like it, especially the Ruger Security. If you guys like it or not. I definitely like the ergonomics on the gun, the aesthetics. So it's a plus. This is an A for me right here. I love this. I'm not really a big fan of the 380 platform since I don't know so much about it. You know, I did my little research. You know, they came out recently from 1908 by John Moses Brownie. It was the replacement of the 38 that he had. And it's basically a 9mm that's been nicked down a little, low grainage, controls recoil really good. The early 1900s, the thugs are using this a lot, the local gangsters. And then from the 1930s to 1940s, 1930s to 1933, German military and police officers are using this as their duty weapons. Not this gun personally, but the 380 ammo itself. So it's very, very, the 380 definitely got some history behind it. Honestly, I'm excited to shoot this. Like I said, guys, go look at your local pawn shop, man. Go walk around. Go look for something. Like, you wouldn't be able to find this on your day-to-day thing, man. You just got to be there and look at it. You never know. The day you decide to go over there, you probably find a gem. You probably find something that's really rad for the price. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the pickup. And if you guys have one. All right. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay easy. And mostly, stay strapped.